In 1975, American volcanologists Dwight Crandell and Donald R. Mullinaw predicted that Mount St. Helens would erupt before the turn of the century. On May 18, 1980, Mount St. Helens, an active stratovolcano located in Skamania County in Washington State, erupted in a huge blast 1,600 times more powerful than that of the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. It was the first time Mount St. Helens had erupted in 123 years. It was caused by a subduction of the oceanic plate, Juan de Fuja, going under the continental plate of America. In March 1980, rising magma in the volcano deformed its shape, leading to an outward bulge before its eruption in May. The 4.2 magnitude earthquake caused by the collision of the tectonic plates triggered a landslide on the north face of the mountain, which has been recorded as the largest landslide in history, reducing the summit by 1,300 feet. This triggered a lateral blast which traveled at approximately 300 miles per hour and destroyed 230 square miles of forest within 3 minutes. Within 15 minutes of the lateral blast, a vertical plume of volcanic ash rose 80,000 feet in the air. Ash fallout was heavy and crippled cities and states up to 260 miles away. The ash cloud turned day into night for 9 hours in eastern Washington. In a matter of 3 days, the ash cloud traveled east all the way across the United States, and by 15 days it had completely encircled the world. The eruption and ensuing landslides caused 57 deaths. In total, approximately 200 homes were destroyed and thousands of animals were killed. The eruption caused $1.1 billion in damages. For the next 2 months, a series of smaller earthquakes, some over 4.0 magnitude, and smaller eruptions occurred. The eruption of Mount St. Helens to this day is considered the most deadly and economically destructive volcano eruption in U.S. history. The El Chichen, a 220,000-year-old lava dome volcano located in Chiapas, Mexico, erupted on March 28, 1982. El Chichen means the bump, and the volcano is part of the Chiapanecan volcanic arc. Although the volcano was small, it was extremely powerful. The eruption blew the summit cone off and left a caldera that now contains an acidic crater lake. In a plume of ash and gas that reached 84,000 feet, approximately 7 million metric tons of sulfur dioxide was blown into the air during the eruption. Due to the fact that this volcano had no previous record of eruptions, it was thought to be extinct. When it erupted, many were surprised. The approximate death toll caused by the eruption is anywhere from 1,700 to 2,300 people. More than 20,000 people were left homeless after the destruction of the eruption. In total, 9 villages were completely wiped out. The eruption at the end of March was only the beginning. By the 4th of April, El Chichen had erupted 3 times in less than a week, with the last one, the 4th, being the largest. The eruption affected the Earth's climate for several months. Nevado del Ruiz, also known as La Mesa de Hierro, erupted on November 13, 1985. Located in the Andes Mountain in Colombia, it is the highest active volcano. The eruption itself was small, but caused a major landslide that was devastating. Due to the massive landslide initiated by the eruption, nearly 25,000 people lost their lives. In total, 4 towns were buried by the mudflow and ash following the eruption, the worst of which was a town called Armaro. After the eruption and the devastating aftermath following, there were approximately 10,000 people left homeless. Although the Lake Nyos eruption was not volcanic, the lake itself is a volcanic lake situated in the crater of an inactive volcano in Cameroon. The lake was formed by subterranean volcanic activity and, as seen with many crater lakes, has high levels of carbon dioxide. The eruption, known as the Limnic eruption, occurred on August 29, 1986. The cause for the eruption is still unknown. The lake literally exploded and sent a fountain of water and poisonous carbon dioxide gas 300 feet into the air, creating a small tsunami. The carbon dioxide cloud, produced by the eruption, moved at approximately 60 miles per hour, and suffocated people and livestock up to 15 miles away. In a matter of minutes, 1,746 people and 3,500 livestock perished. Since the eruption, a degassing program has been put in place to ensure that if another were to occur, there would at least be a warning beforehand. Mount Pinatubo is an active stratovolcano located in the Cabusailan Mountains on the island of Luzon in the Philippines. A stratovolcano is a volcano built up by alternate layers of lava and ash. On June 15, 1991, Mount Pinatubo exploded in what would be considered the second largest eruption in the 20th century and 10 times more powerful than the Mount St. Helens eruption in 1980. The ash cloud produced by the eruption plunged the whole island into darkness and was hundreds of miles wide. The eruption produced high-speed avalanches of hot ash, gas, and giant mud flows. The eruption produced so much volcanic material that it caused a temperature drop that affected the entire world for 15 months following the eruption. Although thousands were evacuated, more than 800 people died and more than 100,000 were left homeless. The Mount Pinatubo eruption of 1991 produced an estimated $500 million worth of damage.